So now we want to make the game even better. So the first thing we're going to see, I want to change, is the fact that all the ships are shooting at the same time right now. See? It's not very good. I want all the ships to shoot randomly, and each of them should have their own random behavior. So I'm going to go to enemy, and the easiest way to do this is to add an instance variable to the green ship. So add the instance variable, I'm going to call it reload, and it's going to be number start at 0. And now instead of shooting at every random second between 0.1 and 1, we're just going to say, I'm going to go back and say when the green enemy, when we compare its instance variable, and when it's lower or less than or equal than 0, then you shoot. And then you also going to set the value back to a random number. Let's say between 0 and 5 seconds. So this means that it's going to shoot when it's lower than 0, and then it's going to set it to something between 0 and 5. But there's no way it's going down right now. So we need to add something else, something like system, and every 1 second the green enemy again. You're gonna set the value of reload. Actually, that's not set in this case. It would be subtract from reload, and you subtract 1. So every second reload goes down by 1. When it reaches 0, you shoot, and then you set it back to something between 0 and 5. And since it's an instance variable, every ship is different. So let's see if that works. You can already see that it's working, but let's... Yeah, you can see it's different. Alright, so it's working. So what else can we do? We had a problem here when we die in event in layout 2. We restarted in layout 2 without the music. So I think the easiest way is to say, instead of say restart layout when you're destroyed, we should say go to layout 1. So then you're just going to restart the layout 1 because you died. What else do we have? Well, yeah, we have the score layout. I think the score was resetted when we... Was it? Let's see. I think it was resetted. Actually, let me start in layout 1 so I can test that. So if I kill everyone at 300, still that guy. Yeah, the score reset to 0. So that's because if you go to score, you can see it says on start layout, set the score to 0. So that's just not good anymore. That was good at first, but we don't need that at all because the score is already at 0 by default if you check here. So now that we fixed that, it should stay at whatever it was when we finished it. Well, it's going to be 500 for sure because that's what we asked for prerequisite to get to the next level. So see, I'm at 500. If I die now, yeah, you can see we don't have the life bar in this one in layout 2. So I guess we need to add those again. Like this. So that's something we need to add on every layout. So we should probably check that those are also reloading fine. So if I same mistake, layout 1. So I'm gonna get it once just so I can test it. Just gonna kill those guys. And you can see my score is 500. I just went down one because I hit the asteroids, but my life was also good. If I die here, restart. I restarted the layout. What I was basically. Right. So is that all I wanted to do? Is that all I wanted to do? When hero dies. I think that might be it. Alright, so in that case, I guess I could be done. But you know what? I think I said it was my last video, but I think I'm gonna do one last. I think this game, to be actually complete, needs two things. Needs, well, three things. Needs a start screen, needs a game over screen, and need an ending screen. So I guess we're gonna do one more video, and that's when we're gonna do all those screens together. They should be pretty much similar, just like new layout with text, with some functionality for the start screen and the game over screen. But yeah, it should be pretty easy to do. I think we're gonna do just one more video, and then the game will, I guess, be kind of complete.